Yo, what is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, Axis Rotation, however the flip you know me on these interwebs. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys a quick preview of what to expect going into week 3 of stage 4 of the CDL, going into DreamHack Dallas in a couple of weeks. Now, it's a week out. I said a couple of weeks because it's technically more than one, so technically it's 2. But anyways, what's not 2 is the LAG's record after this weekend because they're going 0-2. After the green wall starts it with a hot 3-0, in my opinion. Well, out of grace to LAG and Johnny and Kismet, the map 1 merchants as of late, I will give them a singular map. Johnny and Kismet have been good for a map 1. If they get a red card or a hacienda, they've been known to steal those. So that's why I have it as a 3-1 for Optic Texas. I feel like Optic with Mercules, with even more time under their belt, they will look a lot better than they did in their first matchup of last week, where they went to a game 5 and famously lost against a team that they realistically shouldn't. But Boston is above them in the standings. They wanted to keep them, below them, right? They don't want to end up going up against the 1 seed because they lost the 7 seed to Optic when they had the chance to gatekeep them, and they gatekept successfully. So there was a lot going there. It wasn't just the Optic mulligan. They missed their shot. I mean, there was a lot going on. So there was pressure on both sides. It wasn't just like Boston was like, we'll let these guys have one. No, they want to keep them in that lower rung of the 8th seed just because it means that their champs will likely be a little bit easier. Now, enough tangential talk. Let's get into the main event of this one here. Friday's main event is really not Saturday night's main event, not to reference some old wrestling stuff, but this is Friday's main event, ladies and gents. So let's get into why I think the Minnesota Rokkr get a Game 5 victory, and it actually involves a little bit of time travel. So let's go back to last week and the week prior, where we can see how the Minnesota Rokkr are currently sitting at 1-2. Okay, so week 1 they lost to Pred and the Vegas Falcons, but that was their lone series in the week. So it is what it is. You game plan for one series of the week sometimes. Sometimes, like I like to say, you hit the mulligan, This time, they had 2 matches last week, obviously. They went 1 for 2. They beat the LAG boys in a game 5. And then they got absolutely curb stomped by Insight and the Toronto Ultra. So, not too unexpected. Those boys on Ultra have looked phenomenal, that core 3. So, to be fair, that was just the Battle of the North being a very different battle this year than years prior. So, I think Rokkr is a solid team, but their difficulty of schedule was definitely up there for a team of their liking. So, you would expect them to beat a team like Carolina that's been struggling so mightily, but there's no guarantees in the league, right? So, we'll see how it goes, but I think it should be a game 5 for Rokkr just because looking at the stats in context, a win over LAG, while a lot of people say that they're the worst team in the league, their hard point is solid enough where they could win one of these series if someone was caught slipping. If you have a bad or uncharacteristic day, that LAG team has certainly proven recently that they can beat you. They just took Faze to round 11. They're not absolutely hopeless. So, thinking about it in totality, I think Rokkr against a team like Carolina Royal Ravens, who have been searching for a new identity after dropping Reese Vivid and picking up Dylan Rex. And they've been struggling to find it, right? They just got 3-0 by Optic Texas last Saturday at time of recording. So, it's looking like the Carolina Royal Ravens identity is Vanguard Royal Ravens. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they're looking like straight up fucking frauds after a major roster change, guys. It's giving me Gizmo vibes. So, it's just funny how consistent things have been in the short 5-year run of the CDL. Some of these teams are oddly consistent with the narratives and the weird things that happen to them. It's almost bizarre. But enough talk about the Royal Ravens and why they are so oddly cursed as an org. Let's talk about an org that isn't cursed, the LA Thieves. Now, while the Boston Breach are a phenomenal team, I do not expect the Los Angeles Thieves to miss a step against these guys when they're getting their hands on them after that embarrassing loss in round 1 of Major 2, right? So I think the LA Thieves, they come out here. I think they put some legendary belt to ass. I think they leave a mark on Boston so bad that they will never forget it. They're gonna be like, "What am I marked for?" LA Thieves gonna be like, "I don't know, maybe another belt to ass session from the LAG boys on Sunday." Maybe you'll find out in 2 days. Maybe you'll find out what the marking's for. Anyways, speaking of marking, I'm marking out. I think we're going to see a choke slam. I think Faze get it done in 4, just because the Falcons, like I said, they're map 2 and map 3 dangers always. Pred, maybe not so much, but that boy Exnid, he is a shooter in the S&Ds. So honestly, I feel like this is a matchup where if Vegas get a favorable map 1 with as vulnerable as Faze's hardpoint is looked, they could take that and then Faze take everything else. Or the more likely thing is that Vegas take something like a Hacienda control or something a little bit trolly that Faze like to throw in there. I don't see them taking a Hacienda control, but if there's a vault control, best believe Vegas is going to be licking their chops. Now, speaking of people who are licking their chops, the LA Thieves are going to be licking their chops thinking about how they're about to farm the Cloud9 New York boys and Spart of some beautiful, beautiful CDL points to keep them out of champs contention because, good Lord, this team is starting to look good. I really am loving this Cloud9 New York team. You guys know if you watched the last video that I recorded, the recap of last week, and they're upset over Atlanta Faze. I love this Cloud9 team. I love how they've improved on their real Achilles heel, right, throughout the entirety of the season, which was the countering speed that Mac and Attach played at compared to Kremp and Sib, right? It was like, how is your AR and your main SMG playing at the same pace, but your support SMG is playing at the pace of a damn main AR? Like, I don't know, man. I just wish that C9, like the fans, like had started with this team. Like, I don't know. So the fans feel the same way that I feel in the sense that we're all just kind of like, why didn't you start how you finished? Anyways, 3-0 LA Thieves. And yeah, I'll be honest, guys. This Miami Heretics team, I might have cursed myself. I said that they were really good. I was hoping that I knew how good they were. I have no fucking clue how good these guys are. I will be 100% honest with you guys. I've been watching Call of Duty for a long time. I have no idea if these guys are going to go to Major 4 and absolutely crash the fuck out or win the whole fucking thing. All right? And I don't like cursing so much in my videos, but I'm not monetized, so why not? I think the Miami Heretics take this one in 4. I'm not gonna use my last boost on Miami. What the hell am I doing right now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. My last boost of the season on the Miami Heretics? Sacrilege. What am I doing? Oh my god. All right. So let's think about this. I'm going to use my last double point boost on my boys from Atlanta Faze. Hopefully they beat Pred and the Vegas Falcons. I'm betting on Pred. The irony here is not lost, okay? Anyways, the last matchup of Saturday, our final CDL Saturday of the 2025 season, we'll see the Vancouver Surge taking on the Toronto Ultra. This is going to be a super fun one. We've seen this one a couple times on the year, and it is always fireworks. So, damn, we got this one 3 times in the month of March. These guys played a lot. They got after it. I love that. A good old scrap. All right, squabble up, squabble up. So, damn, this is a very tight squabble. Look at this. I almost said chat. The watch parties have like conditioned me. Look at this, guys. So, anyways, Toronto 28 and 12, excuse me, and Vancouver's 23 and 16. Both teams are phenomenal at the current moment. They're fighting for that third best team in the game statement, right? Thieves and Faze obviously have it locked. They are 2 event winners on the season, so no one can contest the fact that they're clearly number 1 and 2. They have hardware. Number 3, not so sure. Toronto at their peak has looked better than Vancouver, but Vancouver did make what? Back-to-back finals, right? I mean, they didn't win a map there, but Ultra didn't get there. So, I don't know, man. Ultra, they looked really good in this matchup before, but the Surge, they've come roaring back ever since they picked up Neptune and really got more comfortable with this team comp. So I think, honestly, I'm going to go with my gut here. And I'm just going to say that the Vancouver Surge, even though it's online and Nasty has been prone to have absolute stinkers online at times in the past, I'm going to put my faith in the Vancouver Surge. Maybe this is misguided. maybe I placed my faith in the wrong team and I should have taken the other binary option, but I will go with the blue choice here. And yeah, I'm going to purge. What am I going to say? Purge, merge, burge, don't matter. Surge in 5. Damn, that was good. Finally, I got one. Finally. All right. All we had to do was just give it a little bit of time to breathe, and I finally got one. Just like the Vancouver Surge. They just need a little time to cook. Then they got one. So, anyways, kicking off the Sunday, we have the Boston Breach. Maybe they'll pull up in their Sunday best for the final Sunday of our CDL season in these qualifiers. All right, so just to make this short and sweet, I think the Boston Breach will probably get this one done in. Let's look at the pass. The pass is useful here just because LAG's ass. Didn't mean to kind of rhyme that, but it's helpful. So we'll say Boston Breach 3-1. I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, Boston has been pretty serviceable. They're liable to beat teams like this and dominate them. The teams that they should beat, sometimes they do, but most times they do, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm going to put my faith in Boston here. Maybe it's misplaced. Maybe it's misguided. I hope not, but I'm going to say Boston 4. In our next series, we have Optic Texas getting their first real challenge with this new Mercules pickup. This will be a fun one. Optic versus Toronto Game 5. Joe deceives, Scump believes, planting trees, don't matter, Mercules in 5. That was fucking godlike. All right, come on, chat. Oh my god. All right, come on, guys. Not chat. I just ruined it with the chat thing. All right. Anyways, too witty for my own good right now. I had 2 in a row. I just had to mess it up somehow. I had to be the combo breaker. Let's just move on. All right. Anyways, Surge versus Rokkr. Let's see how this has gone in the past to guide us in the now. So it's been back and forth as of late. Rokkr did take it in January when they had Hixie. Yeah. 0-4, no more, can't score, don't matter, Surge info. Unless it's the grand finals, in which case it's anyone else info. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for me, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a phenomenal CDL season. I really appreciate you guys for all the love and support this year. This has absolutely been my best year without fail. I just locked in my picks for the final stage. But before we end this video, let's see how your boy has done on the year. Let's do a final recap, a final wrap up for all these stages, see how I've done, and see how I measure up with everybody else, including you watching this most likely. So right now for Major 4, I'm currently ranked 93 in the world. I was 510 in week 1, 184 in week 2, and the tallies aren't in for week 3 because it hasn't happened yet, right? For Major 5, Major 4, God. Major 3, I was 2,600 overall. For the bracket, I was 1,800. Bad bracket. They do not let you see their weeks for these. For Major 2, I did really well. I was ranked 129. My bracket was ranked 410. Week 4, I was 1132. Week 3, I was 840. The minor, I was 331. Week 2, I was 3652. Damn. Oh my God, what happened to me? Week 1, I was 827. All right, that's not that bad. And obviously 129, as you guys saw before. And then Major 1, damn, I'm pretty consistent. 139. Week 1, 1699, not good. Week 2, damn, 6742. Oh my God, what happened to me? Minor 123, that's not bad for your boy. 1449 in week 4, and 5. So I'm really coming up on the averages, I guess. And then, can I see 25? Yeah, and this is where we're going to end it. The final recap, the final preview of CDL 2025 Stage 4. Your boy finishes the season officially in the top 25 of all people on Pick'ems. So, let's scroll down the page because I can fucking see myself and it feels good. All right. So, thank you guys for all the love and support this year. It has been absolutely phenomenal. It has been humbling to get so much love and support after so many years of grinding and just, keeping it quiet, just doing my thing, trying to provide value. I really tried to market a little bit more this year, just get out there in the community, spread the good gospel I've been doing. And you guys have been showing me so much love. Thank you for all the love, support, comments, likes, follows, etc. It's been hundreds and hundreds of people I've been interacting with over these last few weeks and months. And I really appreciate all you guys that I've met and interacted with. So many cool people, and I really appreciate y'all. And hope you have a great morning, noon, or night, like I said before. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. We have had a phenomenal season. And yeah, the end of the year will only be better. My site will be launching soon, again, for the first time in 5 years. Very exciting. Getting that ready for Champs and EWC. So be ready for that. It's going to be an absolutely blazing summer. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Like I said before, have a great morning, noon, or night wherever you may be on this beautiful planet. And don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, whatever the flip you feel like doing to support your boy. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Hope you have a great one. Enjoy the COD this weekend, and I'll see you guys in the watch party. Peace.